The next job I gotta do is I'm gonna put some off-road lights on this thing that'll come on when bright, and when he dims the lights, they go off. Give him a little extra light out there to see a little bit further ahead of him. I've got some wire loom coming here shortly. He's gonna deliver it for me. I've got the wire and the wire loom and get it all done. Put that screw in there. And there's a little off-road lights needed. 14 LEDs, and they look like they got the reflective mirrors in it, so that ought to be a real bright light for them. And I gotta get the ground wire set up. I gotta make sure I get the clarity right. It's LED, so they won't burn if it's the wrong way. LED stands for light emitting diode. Best way to do this. I need to hold my holes. I would do it just like this. It may not be. My hole might be over there pretty good. Keep it up and down by twisting it and bring it out in when it's just like that. So it looks like that bracket's going to have to come off, and I'm going to mark one. I'm going to put the hole in. Wow, that's going to be a tight fit in there for sure. Let me take this screw out so I can set it flat. I better mark exactly where I'm going to bore the hole. Whenever night comes, I got to get out here and actually adjust them so they ain't blinding somebody when it goes down. Well, it's going to be on bright, but I need to make sure it's shining out properly where it's on the road and not in the trees. So I ain't worried about blinding somebody, because if you'll dim his light, he won't blind nobody. Alright. Right there is where I need to have. Just like this, I'll go out and in with it, depending on where it needs to be. So, bring me a white marker, Renee. I need a white marker. Yep, bring it to me. And I'm gonna bring one of the wires down here and just ground it to the vehicle, and then the other wire will be the hot wire. I'll run up here to the headlight and hook it up to when he turns it on bright, these lights come on. Thank you.
Yep, that all?
Give me some grease. Grease actually might be a little better. I don't know if I can get in there with this thing. I might be able to. Let's see what I can do with it. I'll bug you for that grease.
I'm getting in the truck.
Thank you. I'll holler at you again if I need anything. Boy, it's tight in there. Need to go in a little bit further than that. So right there's where I need to bore the hole. Yep. Okay, I got the place. I might take this bracket off to get in there with it. Yep. Alrighty. Right in the way of everything. But anyway, it's a new one we just put on. Let me get the tools I needed. Take that bracket off, bore a hole in it. I can't get in there any other way. be a little bit better where you can see me. I won't be in the way of what I'm doing. Cut these fast strips up just a little bit more. Alrighty. Renee, can you give me a minute, please? By the way, I'm not a light bulb. You hear me? You said what? I said, yeah. You said what? And I said, I'm not a light bulb.
Oh.
I need you to hold this bracket up for me.
Yeah, that thing outruns you, Randy.
Oh, the heater's making a lot of noise.
Yeah, and I can't hear you.
Yeah, okay. Well, he said, what?
That's how I said.
I'm not a light bulb, Renee. He said, yeah. Now, what do you need? Not what. I'm not a light bulb, Renee. As soon as I get this done, you can go. I'll need you to help me put it back on so I get you to hold it.
What are you doing?
I have to take it off the drill hole. It's too tight enough for me to get a drill or anything in it.
Oh, you know where to drill the holes?
Yeah, I got it marked.
Ah.
That wrench is a perfect fit on that bowl. I'm going to play with it to get it off and on. There's the opening in. Get it out with the ratchet. Have to be a swivel head. Them swivel heads tend to want to jump off too much. I don't want to skin my hand up today. So I'm just going to use a wrench. Get it working good?
Yeah.
Ain't good warm, huh?
Yeah, I'm feeling warm.
You hold on to it just for another minute there. I'll have heavy freed up.
Even as a child, I didn't like cold weather.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, I couldn't wait to get out in the snow and play in it.
I was opposite. I was a housebound person.
You was in housebound, huh?
Yeah, I was housebound, yep.
I looked in there, still get out there riding bicycles. One was a small move that broke her arms. Just slipping on the ice and hurt herself. Got lucky though, I never did.
I'll be in
And
the
then
truck.
I'll get right to the side of you, please.
Alright. I'll be in the truck.
Appreciate your help. I'll call for you when I need you again.
Alright.
Thank you.
Yep. There's your,
Whirloom? Yeah, they bring my whirloom. Alright, let's use this real bit here. If it ain't sharp enough, I'll sharpen it up a little bit. Thank you.
Is that what you wanted?
Yep, got the 10 foot up, didn't
Where
it?
you want it?
Bring it over here and sit down. get it. Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome.
This drill bit don't cut. I'm gonna sharpen it. Seems a little dull even though it's cutting. Give me this wheel. I'll sharpen that bit up just a thing. I had to push too hard. This wheel? Yeah, I'll get it. Here. Alright, let's see if we can sharpen this bit up a little bit. See how she cuts now. I don't have to put near the pressure on to get to cut a hole now. It was cutting, but it wasn't very well. See how good it cuts now. Grab it. I'm gonna have to put much pressure at all on it. Oh yeah, that bit cut good there now. It's a good cutting bit. That's how you sharpen them with a cutoff tool. You gotta get the right angle on them and you cut them and sharpen them right up. Alright. Now we put it back on. Need your help again? I may actually mount that light. Hang on. I'm gonna mount this light, I think. I do need the electrical kit. You'll get me the electrical kit and the razor blade. I'll need that.
What do you mean on the electrical kit? The whole thing?
Just bring the whole box.
And a knife?
And I'll need the soldering iron and my razor blade. Yeah. I don't like about these lights is they did not make them waterproof right here. Well, water can get in it and mess up the light. So I might have to put a bead of silicone around there in here to seal off the board, or otherwise it gets water in, it'll just stop working. They do not have it sealed there, just loose. So I'm going to have to silicone that up. Anyway. wire on it and everything. So when I put it on, I ain't got to be in there in a tight spot trying to tighten bolts. I might as well just get done with that right off the bat. I was going to mount in there something similar to that right there. Something like that.
Where you want it?
Just set it down. Lay it right here. Set it down right here.
Here.
Is it heavy?
Yes, that thing's heavy.
Got a lot of stuff in it. Mechanic never has enough tools and parts, Renee.
You don't need no more.
Okay, mechanic never has enough tools and parts. He always needs more.
No, we don't.
I'm telling you the truth. Mechanic never has enough.
Well, we have nowhere else to put tools at, Randy.
Yeah, I know. I might get a bigger trip like that. I'll just stop carrying some in and just bring what I think I'm gonna need on that job site at that time.
Here, there you
Don't
go.
want to cut in that wire. Thank you.
Welcome.
Got a crack in there. There she goes. Let's see if I can pull it out without pulling the whole thing out. There we go. I need the silicone. Sorry. I'll assume the black is the ground and red is the hot, so we'll go ahead and hook it up accordingly. Get me some wire connectors out of here.
What do you need silicone for the light?
Well, they didn't put none here on it whenever they put it together. They just got the wire going in the board so this thing can get up full of water and stop functioning. So the silicone will be about next to the last thing I'll do.
Here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Is that it?
Yeah, that'll be it.
All right.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna need a pair of pliers, I expect. Renee, I'm sorry, but I need a pair of pliers. I thought I was done. I need a pair of regular pliers. Or needle nose will work too. I like pulling these covers off and putting heat shrink on all this stuff. I don't like cramping wires. This leaves room for it to corrode later and stop working. So let me solder it. Solder it and that fixes it.
There you go.
Thank you. The cover's off so I can actually solder it. Alright. Got one for each light. Wind's blowing. I don't know how my soldering iron's going to do. Let me blow it right out. Let's see here. That's some heat shield to put on that wire before I've been soldering a bunch of stuff. That's some pretty stiff stuff there. Let's see. Well, you got some stiff, I can't bend the wire around it. Into it. There's a piece. Be careful, I have the wire dirty, then it won't even tint with solder. I better get that tinted before I get it dirty. There's the soldering tip. about a minute for this thing to heat up. It's pretty quick. Wind blowing up here. That makes it cool my soda up pretty good. There she goes. Takes about a minute for everything to heat up. Wind's blowing today. I got that tinted. See if the heat shrink will go over here. Oh yeah. Hope it ain't too long. Yeah, it's too long. Good enough, just a little bit right there. Now I need to solder that in. I might take my tip off to solder this. No doubt it's going to be hot enough with all this wind blowing today. I hope it ain't coming in on camera good. Or on the camera microphone so bad. I can't tell what it's doing. I got some more here, guys. Plenty big for that little light there. You don't need a real heavy gauge for an LED. At least not this type anyway. Here. It should be plenty long right there. Put them wires this again. Soldering them back together. Get that heating back up again because I got to camp both these wires. Alright. I think the best condition to twist this wire. I hope I don't get it dirty where it don't want to tint right. Probably should have tested that light before I put it on, considering the way the stuff's made nowadays. I put one bulb in the other night. Brand new bulb. By the way, we need to take that bulb back to Napa. That one that didn't work when I took it out of the bag. We need to get that back to Napa and get that replaced. Because it didn't even work when I took it out of the bag. Yeah, what we got? She's melting now. I think I may need some gas tonight. Yeah, I'm getting low.
Alright, give me 2 minutes and I'll find you some.
Getting a little bit low. Water's full. Tin to get all the way around. Just sit down and I'll get it here in a minute. Thank you.
Yep, I gotta put stuff on me. I should.
Okay. Got that tin in this tent this far. Hope everything's in the video there. Renee, make sure everything's in the video over here for me.
Huh?
Make sure I'm in the video over here when I'm doing
Yeah, you
stuff.
are.
Am I right here?
Yeah, you're right there in it.
Okay, right here in it.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right there in it. You want me to move it over?
Move it down if you do anything, but am I right here in it with the soldering iron?
Yeah, you got your face, part of your face is in it.
That's, my soldering iron's in it though, right where I'm hitting that wire?
Yeah.
Oh,
There
okay.
you go.
I just want to make sure I was in there, Renee.
The only time your face ain't in it is when you're upright.
Yeah, I don't care if me being. I'm with my work I'm doing.
Yeah, it's in there.
I'm pretty enough already where I have to be on camera. Yeah, I just want my work on there, what I'm doing. People ain't here to see me, they want to see my work. They might learn something. Leave my soldering iron, and just about had it. Choking to death nowhere?
Huh?
You choking to death?
Yeah.
Okay, I got that started good. You like me sometime, Renee. You work this hot weather and then getting cold, getting hot, getting cold. One day it's like spring weather, next day it's like in the Antarctica. Yeah, literally. Crazy weather we've been having, some real crazy weather. Okay. Straight down on that water there. Bring my other lighter over here to me that's on the dash.
Hang on a minute.
I don't have to monkey with this soldering iron. I want to keep it hot. When you're trying to put stuff away. All I need to do is just run a little bit of heat shrink right here.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Yep.
said I was gonna put silicone on this. I'll make that about the last thing I done. I need a rag, please.
What?
A rag? Never mind.
Never mind.
Never mind. Had one in my pocket. Around. That ought to be pretty close right there. Protects the wire so it don't rub a hole in the insulation, short it out, make the headlights stop working or blow a fuse or the worst thing possible, catch the vehicle on fire. So you definitely want to use wire loom when you're running any kind of wire besides the factory. It just protects it all the way around. Just takes care of it, make sure it lasts. All right, I need your help again. Set all this stuff out of the way. That so I don't step on it. Break something. I'll do the same thing on the other side. I'm gonna put two of them on. I get some of this stuff moved out of the way, Renee, so we don't step on it. Or you step on it, actually. You don't want to walk around here.
I'm the one that walks around, not you.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here.
You just sit.
Yeah. Is that box in your way right there? Or can you stand right there? Get your guys around here. There's what she looks like. And I can adjust it, you know, in, out. And if I need to adjust it up or down, you know, I can adjust it up or down like this. So main thing is to get it where it ain't in somebody's eyes when they're going down the road. Of course, that's right, he's gonna have it on bright, so it ain't gonna be burning when it's on dim. So I just gotta get that set right. And get it where it shines out there pretty good. But that's about as good as I can get it, guys. It's such a tight fit back in here. I can't hardly do nothing, so I'd like to have got this over just a little bit further, but nothing I can do from the clearance I got in there, so it makes everything pretty tight to deal with, but that looks pretty good. And like I said, I'll get you a video whenever I get them all hooked up and get the other side hooked up and this evening, whenever I got get everything adjusted, I'll get you a video of what it looks like. All right, guys, this is my setup. You got a little, I don't know this welder, I can't remember the name of it, Lincoln Electric. You got one of these. I got mine set up to run on an aluminum spool. I went and bought me an aluminum spool. Then I had them to make me a piece like this that would screw into it. That didn't have the place for the wire. It just had for the gas to go through the line here. And give me an aluminum spool I put on it where I can weld aluminum. But anyway, this is the power cords right here. I need to get that taped up, but that's the power cords that runs the electric motor in the spool. I can flip this switch down to run this wire here, or put it in the middle to cut everything off so there's no power on nothing. And you flip it up to power these two wires to get power for the electric motor in the spool. And of course the wire speed is being controlled by this knob here. You'll disconnect this hot cable here and the ground, and you'll hook your stinger into it like this. Just clip it on there just like that. And of course the trigger plugs go right here for the spool and for this particular thing here. I'm actually getting ready to put my wire in it. My wire on it here. Get the trigger here. Let's see, it probably won't do nothing. See, it won't do nothing because I got it on the upper for the wires for the aluminum spool, so I got to click it down. There's my wire coming out, so I got to get that stuck in here. Get it stuck in there and get it in the hole. There we go. Stick it up in there. Get that in there now. I do just run the spool here on that. All right, now what I've got is just a little teeny tiny drop cord. I've got a small power inverter on my truck. Of course, I could run this off the generator and rev it way up. It's not really necessary, so I got a little small power inverter in the truck, probably 1500 watts, that gives power to the unit here. All that does is run the fan, electric solenoid for the gas flow, for the the gas flux, and the wire feed. That's all it runs. Now it would run, if I had the positive here and the negative hooked up, it would try to supply power for welding, but it ain't got enough power for that. So, and my cord ain't near big enough to carry the amps it needs to carry to do that. So, I'll hook it up to my big welder over here. That's where my big welder comes into play. I don't know how many of you guys has got a Bobcat welder. This one here's a Miller welder. Anyway, it's got different settings over here on the front dial where you can set it up for stick. You got your wire feed, you got your TIG, and then AC welding if you want to weld by AC. Anyway, I'll flip it on the wire, crank it up, and adjust my heat just like I would any other welder. I'm going to leave my heat pretty hot right now. I'm getting ready to do some welding, but that's my setup. And anyway, the hot and negatives come off, go over there, ground it to the truck, and then the other one, the stinger's hooked up to the welder. And I got a real long hose. There's my stinger hooked up to the positive, going into the lead, going out to the wire. And I got a real long hose coming along here that supplies gas for the, the gas flux. And right there's my meter. Anyway, I'm gonna I should open it a little bit slower. The thing popped up there. They got rubber up here now where it don't bust this out when it slaps up. Gives a little bit more protection. And I always, when I take the lid off, I always stick it up underneath it there to kind of tip it up so the gases will stay mixed properly. If you lay it down, the CO2 and the argon mixed doesn't do right, and your weld don't come out right. So always stick your lid under your tank there to raise it up, so you got this in a little bit higher, so it mixes better, and when it comes through the valve, it welds good. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything running and set up here, and then I'm gonna weld some brackets on for them lights. I got one light mounted already, and to show you how that turned out. My light's getting dead on me, but anyway, I found the hot wire for the high beam. Run it right down there to the light, and of course I run a separate ground. I don't have to worry about insulating that as good, because that's a ground. I just run it over down there to that ground wire right there, and then just brought it right up here and grounded it in the bumper. Yeah, but my light will show. Run it into the wire there on the bumper, so it's just a ground wire. Don't matter if it touches anything or not, it's still a ground wire. Let me get set up here and I'll show you how this thing welds. Oh yeah, when you're switching between argon, pure argon, and CO2, it's kind of nice to be able to flip this in the middle, put your wire feed off, and then you just hit your trigger and let your gas feed through your line and bleed the line. You take them out here, come in here. You got the gas on right.
I ain't whenever I get to know.
That's what I turn on. See what kind of flow I've got. I mean, what number of flow it's got. I like to see at least a 15. If you can hear it. Anyway, I'm letting the gas feed out of the line and bleed. I used it on argon the other day. 35! Yeah. Bring it down to about a 15. The wind ain't blowing much. That should be enough to bleed it. Move it down. I should have wire picture on now.
So 45, what do you want me to
Put it on 15 when I'm welding. It should be plenty enough here. Let's see here, we get my light here where I'm blocking everything. What I'm gonna do is get them out. Dang, on the side right here.
I can do it.
All right, go ahead. Get them out there.
There you go.
Thank you. Get them out that thing on the side like I did the other one. It's interfering with me adjusting this. I'm gonna actually weld bracket here. I'm gonna actually weld a bracket right here. Put that line in. Put a little bracket right here. I don't know, they probably can't see that, but let me get to where they can actually see something. Get this here shape. Instead of mounting it like I did the other one a few minutes ago, I think I mounted the other one right here, right down here, making it hard to get to. I'm gonna put this bracket right here on it and extend it out with this little bracket right here and just bolt it to the bottom of that bracket there. That's what I'm gonna do. See if I can zoom in and give you a little better view. This bracket right here, I'm gonna weld that bracket right there, and I'm gonna just mount that thing right on the bottom of that bracket, bore a hole and bolt it right to the bottom of that. That's what I'm planning to do. So instead of mounting it up here where it's hard to get to, I'm actually gonna take that oven off. I've done cut another bracket like this one, and I'm gonna weld it down here on that oven and go ahead and mount the oven down there too. Because it ended up, after off video, the bolt was right here and it's interfering with this thing adjusting for me to set it for the bumper to get the side covers on the bumper here. So that's what I plan to do. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get this thing set up here, and we'll go ahead and see if we can get this welded.
Ah, there you go.
Get this welded. I need a pair of vice grips. Brought them over here somewhere. See me having done them quick. They're up here already. Keep reaching up on the hat light, but I don't have it. like. There's my weld where I welded that bracket on, so I should have a place here to mount that light right in here. And have it where it comes up here and I can adjust it up or down. So there's my bracket in there. I gotta get the light, the whole board, and get the light in it. Well, the camera kind of enhances the light a little bit, but hang on a minute, Renee, let me show them what it looks like. All right, dim, brighten it. All right, camera kind of enhances the light just a little bit, but dim it. All right, brighten it. All right, there's what it looks like with putting them two marker lights on, giving them a little bit more light out there. Like I said, the camera is enhancing it just a little bit. Now I'm gonna get this light here, and I'm gonna hook this light here up, but I think this is gonna be a better light, and see what they look like and how it puts a beam out there. But like I said, the camera's enhancing it just a little bit, but it is helping a whole lot for us giving light out there. All right, now let me hook this light up here. See how much better that may shine out there. Like I said, the camera's enhancing a little bit of this light. Let's see if this here looks like positive on the thing. Just shine it out through there and I'll put it on it. Let's see what we got here. Down so we got power. Tell you what, pause a minute, let me skim the water.
Alright.
Alright, this is what I wanted his lights to really look like. See how much brighter them are? They'll outshine the ones on his truck. You show it right here. So I'm gonna probably go get him some of these and put them on the front, but they'll actually outshine, and it actually puts a beam out there. So I'm gonna be wanting to buy 2 of these lights to put on his truck, but it does make it a lot brighter. You can see the beam this light creates, and it overruns the little old lights I got on it. They're a lot brighter. So I'm gonna be buying 2 of these lights here to put on that thing. I mean, them there is okay, but this here really throws a spot beam out there that really makes it good. And I also like to see in it where this is getting tight in there, where it goes in the casing. So I'm gonna find out where I bought these from, and I'm gonna get him 2 more, and I'm gonna put it on truck. But that's got him some better light than what it was. But I'm gonna be putting 2 of these on. Well, guys, if you like what you saw, subscribe to my channel, leave a comment, tell me what you like and what else you'd like to see. And thanks for your time and watching, and have a great day. Well, we're going to see if we can pull this thing out here and see how them lights look. It looks like I'm dim and bright. Right there's what he could see before. Definitely shines out there better. Kind of gives them a little bit better lights. So I guess putting them lights right there where I did really did help a lot. But anyway, I told you I'd get you before. Pop the brake. Shut the truck off so you can hear me better. Dim and bright. Once I got that that fuel tank right there, let me pull forward a little bit more. Them lights do really help out a lot. lights in it. Yeah, I think that's going to get him pretty good. I think he's going to be pretty happy with that. Anyway, there's bright. And by the way, it shows the bright indication. Then when I dim it, it cuts them two lights in the front off. So we'll see how he likes it. If he's good enough, then we'll leave it be. If not, we'll get two of them other bulbs, which it is brighter, and put them on there and see if we can get him fixed up a little better. But it's definitely better than what it was.